Ben Taylor Matthews, in one sense, we're kind of coming to the end of the season. I know you work on the IRTPA season as well, but how would you reflect on how this season has gone for you?
Yeah, not too bad, I guess. Still no singles trophies, so that's... Oh no, Jesmond Dean Cup. I'll take the Jesmond Dean Cup. Yeah, I mean, started with the French Open doubles title, so that was nice to kind of keep the number of majors ticking over. Singles wise, I wasn't really in the right place for singles for the first half of this season, so that's why my immediate thought is try and cast my mind back to it. That's all gone. Was all in on the world doubles, and then kind of had a bit of a resurgence since then. So I enjoyed the pro singles in Newport, had a good win over Rob. So yeah, a bit mixed, but there's a trophy there and hopefully another one. So
this Champions Trophy is going to be your 100th Open singles tournament.
Okay, if you say so.
Yeah.
100th tournament?
100th Open singles tournament, yeah.
Wow, okay.
What are some of the highlights that you've had across your career, if you could spell that out?
I've made a lot of finals. I've been the bridesmaid plenty of times, and I remember losing the British Open final a few years ago, and had a few people had a few words, and I was like, well, you've got to be in it to lose it. So yeah, I mean, I've made a few Open finals, haven't done the US yet, so I was actually thinking about that on the way in, bizarrely. So yeah, 3 of the 4 Open singles finals, some Open doubles titles, countless world doubles appearances. So yeah, hopefully there's a legacy of a pretty reasonable player.
Coming into the Champions Trophy is a tournament that's probably one of your better performances over the years. What is it that makes you do well here?
Honestly, I couldn't tell you, because the format's brutal. As one of the top 4 guys, Nick and I always kind of have a jovial kind of conversation about it. Yet, as one of the top 4 guys, you get a second life, which probably has a massive part of it. I think I've made the final 3 times.
Three finals, 2 semis.
You would know that. I think in 2 of those finals, I've actually lost my first match. So having the second life is key. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I worked here for a long time. I find the court quite easy for me. I just kind of I just seem to kind of get it quite quickly. So that helps.
You mentioned about having a second life in the first round. How does that change your mentality going into that match?
I mean, to be honest, it doesn't, because you've got a second life, but you don't want to use it. You know, ultimately, if you have a good week, you can win the tournament in 3 matches. So you'd rather play 3 than 4. This year it'll be a bit different because the format's best of 3 rather than best of 5. I'm sure Rob will contest to the fact that, you know, playing best of 5 and then losing that and having to play your kind of second life match the next day is tough. I remember the first year that happened. He didn't get on too well, and yeah, it's hard. You know, you're out there against one of the top 4 guys, knowing that you might have to play again tomorrow if like the chips are down and stuff. So it's nice to know it's there, but yeah, I mean, everybody's trying to get it done as quick as they can. Ultimately, you know, you lose and you're gutted if you lose, you're gutted to lose, and then yes, you realise you're playing again the next day and you've got a second life, which is obviously good, but you're not thinking about it.
You mentioned briefly about the change from best of 5 to best of 3. How does that change your approach?
I mean, it's the middle of summer, Ben, so and I think it's like the hottest day of the year today, so yeah, again, that's where I think I had kind of countless conversations and feedback with Nick about that. The tournament is great here. It's always like a really nice time of year and things like that. The best of 5 feature, I thought, did open the door for people to kind of manage their tournaments a little bit and manage their schedule. I'm certainly not accusing anybody of anything, but you know, if you lose the first 2 sets and you know you might be playing tomorrow, how much of the tank do you try and empty to win that? So best of 3 is great. You're not going to get, nobody's managing their week. They're just going hammer and tongs the whole time. So I think from a spectacle perspective, it'll be good.
Coming to the last few tournaments in the world race for next year's World Championship, what's your approach going to be for the last few tournaments?
Same as any other. I mean, just try and I'm trying to win each tournament as its own thing. There is obviously the knock-on effect to the world race. The target is to qualify for that. I genuinely don't know where I am in that. I think I'm in third, but that's all I know in terms of points and stuff. I don't know if I'm kind of safe, whether I'm in trouble, so you don't really think about that. You've got like one eye on it as the bigger picture, but as soon as you turn up at a tournament, you're there for that. So am I in? You tell me. I don't know.
Probably.
Okay. I'll take probably. Yeah. Probably's good.
Yeah. All right. Ben Teller Matthews, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.